Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino sifts through all the negative comments people left on the video that single-handedly put my channel on the map, or at least paved the way for me to build upon said map with stuff like my Bloodborne boss video. When I made this Dying Light video, I had 30 subscribers. It was the day the game came out and I had an idea on how to get my channel a few hits. Why not take what will later prove to be an extremely ineffective method of stat grinding and put that on YouTube for people trying to boost their agility so they can shower me with admittedly undeserved praise in hindsight. Most people know this, but when a AAA game launches, a nationwide foot race starts between every YouTuber who wants recognition and money. They, and me that one time, rush to figure out all the secrets and tips and tricks, and anything they can use to inform people behind them who are looking for answers. I discovered within about a half hour that you could consistently farm agility points by vaulting back and forth over the same obstacle repeatedly. Being that I was so new to the game, I didn't know it could be any obstacle, so I led people to this cramped room of this apartment, which is where I found the mechanic. And it works! I mean, you get agility relatively fast compared to just going about your business, but it was far from maximum efficiency. A fact that many people felt I needed to know. Now, I'm not saying I put inadequate information in a YouTube video to exploit myself some fame and riches, but I totally did do that, and I'm not sorry at all, because it worked. Let's get into some comments. Nicholas Marikovic writes, "Holy crap, you're an asshole. Geez, keep your opinion to yourself. Your opinion is disgusting. You're a terrible person to chubby people." I don't know what the deal is, but I've discovered that Russians hate me. All of them. I don't know if it's because my country legalized gay marriage or because I don't live in snow. I mean, we've established this fact. Might as well double down on it with some generalizations. Anytime someone has something to say to me, there's a good 20% chance there's a Vic at the end of their name. If you have no context for why I'd say I'm a terrible person to chubby people, which, by the way, chubby is not a better word than fat, that doesn't soften it at all. Not that it's hard to begin with. Fat people are fat. They know they're fat. They're either working to correct that, or being fat and proud, or wallowing in their fat. But fat is fat, and nobody should be insulted by the word fat. Hey, you're fat. Hey, you're fully clothed. Same connotation. But oh yeah, context. My Dying Light agility video is 13 minutes long, probably needlessly, but I started talking, and sometimes when I'm on a roll, it's hard to stop. It's live commentary, not pre-recorded like this shit is, and I never rehearsed how I'd show off the spot or what I'd say about it. You can watch the original video, by the way, if you want a full understanding of this stuff. The link is in the description. So after I show where the spot is, I proceed to do it and eventually run out of information to share about the spot because it's all self-evident at this point. So I start to sever the connection between my brain and my mouth a little bit, and I go off on some tangents. One is harmless, about exercise. Then from there, we seamlessly transition into fat people. Specifically, one fat person in particular. I was describing a made-up encounter I had with a fat vegan at a cafe, a premise I was in the process of forming into stand-up material because I am a comedian and we do shit like that. So I decided to give it a whirl, see how it goes over. There's lots of fat jokes in it, sure, but it's about one made-up person. I mean, who's sitting on the internet growing steadily more offended on behalf of an imaginary entity? That's fucking retarded. Although I did say in the video that it was a real thing that happened, and then I reinforced that notion by saying it immediately again, but it wasn't. Comedians lie most of the time. All of us. Sorry to shatter your view of us. So yeah, no shame, never had any, never plan to create any. Next thing. Nicholas Marikovic writes, "Best way to level up is to play the game normally. At night, at least, winky face." This must have been before he heard my fat people tangent, and we all know how this guy's demeanor progressed. Nicholas Marikovic writes, "You're so apolitically incorrect." Yep. Nicholas Marikovic writes, "I'm also glad you have a pretty bad like ratio on this vid. Plus dislike, good vid, but you're so full of shit." Winky face. This dude's a fat bitch. I think he must be to waste 4 comments on my video. I invented a drink for you, Nicholas. It's called the Fat Russian. It's like the White Russian, only fat. Ryan Sneed writes, "Pussy." This is in response to Nicholas Marikovic's comment. This is well deserved. Ryan gets a mental round of applause. Feveristic writes, "You're an idiot. Just go outside and kill zombies or run from the nightmares. You will get thousands of points. Lazy ass motherfucker." This is a common theme voiced typically in more civil ways, but this guy's profile picture is a Mexican dude, so I will not stand for him to call me lazy. I drive the flatbed you ride in to your one-off jobs. I'm kidding, obviously. I don't drive. Let's find out if that's the most offensive thing I say in this video. Grandma Pants writes, "I bet you jerk off a lot. It sure looks that way." How does it look that way? Oh right, I forgot I put dick cam in the lower right-hand corner of the video. But then the question becomes, how did I vault back and forth over that bookcase with one hand? And the answer becomes, because I was using both my hands to play the game, while 8 supermodel tongues wrapped me up like a gift. True story. Cal writes, "What's wrong with you? You know how many people watching this could be your type of gross and will be deeply offended? They are people too, and they have feelings. That lady demonstrated courage coming over to you and talking to you. And some large people are really nice, and maybe you shouldn't judge a book by its cover." My type of gross referred to a very specific high-ranking member of fat. You see, there's fat, and then there's bleh. And if there are any blehs out there that watch that video, I find it ironic you are searching up a way to exercise in a video game. Aaron Roberts writes, "Not bad, but good God, you drone on way too much." Drone my ass. I was on point that day. Sorry I'm not one of those silent YouTubers that there's more than one of somehow. Silent Let's Plays aren't transformative, and thereby should be considered copyright infringement, but if that's your thing, then go subscribe to a gameplay trailer. Fixar1 writes, "Your mentality is not that great, man. You need to work on your stereotypes." I thought my stereotypes were pretty apt, but to each his own. Adam LeBlanc writes, "Not only was this video not helpful, but I became dumber after listening to your childish ramblings. This video is bad, and you should feel bad." If I can make you dumber just by talking, I'd love to strap you to a chair and call up a few more of my videos until your brain shrinks enough that it ceases to function. It's nice when you can murder and market yourself at the same time. Jake Stangl writes in spectacular fashion, "First off, the whole fat chick shit was fucking hilarious. You'll probably think that was sarcastic as you read more of the comment, but honestly, it kind of made my day. Rant alert. Second off, the whole ugly thing. Fuck you for saying that shit about the fat chick. Yes, I know I said it was funny, and it was. But if that were to happen to me, I wouldn't post a fucking video about it, you little shit. As you said, no one wants to fuck an ugly person. And from what I've seen from this video, your whole personality is ugly. This video proves you're the loneliest fucking cunt the world has seen to date. You honestly could have talked about anything to pass the time while you were continuing your workout," which is in quotes for some reason, "but you chose to tear someone down. So my conclusion from this whole fucking comment, you're a dick." This guy's literally mad that I made him laugh about something that he thinks is offensive. Isn't it nice when your reactions betray your ideals? I am a dick though, nobody's disputing that. Daniel Gruel X writes, "Thanks for the tip. I'd like to advise you to have more empathy and compassion towards people. There is already enough hurt in this world without us adding. Try instead to say something constructive. Who knows? You might sporn someone to better themselves." Oh, fuck you, you middle school guidance counselor. I don't know what sporn means, and after Googling it, I still don't. When has saying something constructive ever been funny? Hey, you're really good at drawing, you fat dumb bitch. Nah, see, it still kind of goes negative. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. And if I ever get another majorly popular video, you can expect more of this. And I'll see you guys next time.